What is happening, everyone, and welcome back to Xbox Central. The news cycle is absolutely on fire this week, and we've got some unmissable updates that you need to know. From the explosive rise of a new competitive frontier to the intricate workings of game development, we're diving deep into the stories that are shaping the future of gaming. Get ready, because you're about to get the inside scoop on everything you need to stay ahead of the game. Let's jump right in. First up, we're looking at the massive cultural shift happening in the world of competitive gaming. Get ready to hear how gaming has evolved from a hobby to a global phenomenon. Then, we're breaking down the explanations behind a popular game's controversial matchmaking system. After that, we'll bring you the latest from the professional Dota 2 circuit with a major tournament update. And finally, we're heading to the virtual asphalt for a look at a high-stakes global esports championship. Stick around, you won't want to miss any of this. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Xbox Central, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. A new era of competition dawns. Esports has transcended its origins as a niche hobby, evolving into a global phenomenon that commands massive audiences, lucrative sponsorships, and professionalized infrastructure, rivaling traditional sports in scale and intensity. What was once confined to basements and LAN parties is now broadcast live from arenas to millions worldwide, attracting major corporate backing and transforming gaming into a viable career path for many. Professional esports athletes dedicate thousands of hours to honing their skills, competing in tournaments that offer prize pools in the millions of dollars. Games like League of Legends, Dota 2, and Counter-Strike are at the forefront of this movement, cultivating a new sporting culture where strategic thinking, lightning-fast reaction times, and seamless teamwork are paramount. The appeal of esports now extends far beyond the core gaming community. A diverse audience, spanning teenagers to adults, follows teams and players with the same passion as fans of traditional sports. Streaming platforms such as Twitch and YouTube gaming have been instrumental in this growth, providing accessible live viewership for anyone with an internet connection. Major esports events are now multilingual, global spectacles that consistently break viewership records, demonstrating the immense reach and cultural impact of competitive gaming. Esports is more than just a competition. It's a cultural force that has spawned a vast ecosystem of related products, including music, movies, and even academic scholarships. In many countries, professional esports players are recognized as athletes, and the sport itself is being considered for inclusion in major international sporting events. This cultural evolution is redefining sports fandom, blurring the lines between digital entertainment and live athletic performance. The technological advancements that have fueled this rise are undeniable. The proliferation of powerful gaming hardware, smartphones, and high-speed internet has made both playing and spectating more accessible than ever before. Emerging technologies like virtual and augmented reality are poised to further revolutionize the competitive gaming landscape, enhancing the viewer experience with improved production quality, real-time statistics, and interactive elements that rival the excitement of attending a live sporting event. Beyond the spectacle, esports represents a robust and rapidly expanding business sector. Sponsorships, advertising, media rights, and merchandise contribute to a multi-billion-dollar industry. Brands that historically focused on traditional sports are now heavily investing in esports to connect with younger demographics. Esports teams are structured like professional organizations, complete with coaches, analysts, and dedicated training facilities, fostering a comprehensive ecosystem that provides opportunities not only for players, but also for commentators, event organizers, and content creators. The burgeoning market of esports betting is another indicator of its growing mainstream appeal. Viewers seeking to enhance their spectating experience are increasingly turning to esports betting sites. This trend mirrors traditional sports gambling, but is uniquely shaped by the digital nature of esports, requiring platforms that can support rapid gameplay, a variety of titles, and live, dynamic updates. This dynamic market continues to expand in lockstep with esports viewership. Despite its remarkable success, esports faces challenges that need careful consideration. Player burnout is a significant concern, with many young professionals experiencing intense pressure. Maintaining integrity through fair play, addressing issues like cheating and match fixing, and navigating the complexities of regulation, particularly concerning international betting and competition, are crucial for the industry's long-term health and sustainability. These challenges, however, do not diminish the core message of esports: how technology and culture converge to redefine competition. It underscores that strategy, skill, and collaboration are as vital in virtual arenas as they are in the physical world. For younger generations, esports is not merely about watching games. It's about community, shared heroes, and being part of a global movement. The future of competitive gaming is exceptionally bright, with ongoing innovations and new titles constantly emerging, promising even fiercer competition. As stadiums fill, crowds roar, and players push the boundaries of human capability, esports will undoubtedly remain a central pillar of modern entertainment. Audience impact. The esports community is buzzing about this evolution, with discussions ranging from the legitimacy of esports as a sport to the increasing professionalization of player careers. Many are excited about the broader cultural acceptance and the potential for even greater mainstream integration. This incredible shift in competitive gaming is just the beginning. Next, we'll dive into the discussions surrounding a popular game's approach to player matchmaking. Decoding the digital arena, Marvel Rivals matchmaking explained. Marvel Rivals has officially addressed its much-debated matchmaking system in a recent video, aiming to clarify the mechanics that have sparked significant community discussion since the game's launch. The developer's explanation delves into the core principles guiding how players are paired, shedding light on the system's design and its impact on the player experience. The matchmaking system in Marvel Rivals operates on a multifaceted approach, considering several key factors. Players are matched based on node selections, which likely refer to specific parameters or filters within the game's algorithm. Team composition also plays a role, suggesting that the system attempts to create balanced teams by analyzing the roles or classes of characters selected. Crucially, a player's competitive score, a measure of their skill and performance, is a primary determinant. The developers also revealed that the system dynamically adjusts its search parameters over time. The longer a player waits in a queue, the wider the system casts its net, including players from higher and lower skill brackets to expedite queue times. This approach, while intended to reduce waiting periods, can sometimes lead to the inclusion of outliers players whose skill levels significantly differ from the average of the lobby. Once a match is found, the system endeavors to create evenly matched teams by distributing players based on their competitive scores. However, this balancing act can result in scenarios where players find themselves in lobbies far above or below their perceived skill level. For team composition, the system prioritizes matching parties of similar sizes. This means that smaller parties, such as a 3-player group, might be placed in lobbies with larger, more fragmented groups, like a 3-player party alongside multiple solo players. In such cases, the competitive scores of solo players become particularly critical in ensuring fair team distribution. While these outliers, humorously dubbed EOMM agents, by some in the community, are acknowledged as a potential issue, the developers argue that abandoning this broader search strategy could lead to significantly longer queue times, a scenario they are keen to avoid. Lead combat designer Jiang emphasized that reducing wait times remains a top priority for the development team. The game's creative director had previously hinted at a more comprehensive explanation, and the recent video serves as the fulfillment of that promise, aiming to provide transparency into the system's inner workings. Community speculation had intensified around the possibility of Marvel Rivals employing an engagement-oriented matchmaking system, EOMM, an algorithm designed to maximize player retention by influencing match outcomes. Reports and screenshots of perceived win-loss streaks fueled these theories. However, the developers have unequivocally denied the use of EOMM, asserting that player reports of streaks are likely a consequence of the system's broader skill level balancing and the inherent variability in player performance. This detailed explanation and the denial of EOMM are significant for the game's competitive integrity. While some players will appreciate the transparency and the effort to balance queue times with fairness, others may remain skeptical or find the reasoning unsatisfactory. The developer's stance suggests that the perceived imbalances are not a result of manipulative algorithms, but rather the natural outcomes of a system designed for efficiency and broad matchmaking. This shift in understanding could refocus player frustration from a potentially rigged system to the inherent challenges of balancing competitive play with accessibility. Audience impact. The community response is mixed. Some players are relieved by the transparency and appreciate the developer's efforts to address concerns. Others remain unconvinced, believing that the explanation doesn't fully account for their experiences or that the system's reliance on broader skill pools still creates an uneven playing field. From the intricacies of character matchups to the broader competitive landscape, we're shifting gears to the world of professional Dota 2. Stay tuned for the latest tournament updates. Team Spirit dominates group stage in Fisher Universe Dota 2 tournament. Team Spirit has asserted its dominance in the Fisher Universe. Episode 6 Dota 2 tournament, securing a flawless round-robin sweep of Group A with a decisive 2-0 victory over Bet Boom Team. This commanding performance guarantees Team Spirit a coveted spot in the upper bracket final, where they are set to face Team Liquid. The champions of Group B Liquid's own strong showing, culminating in a 2-0 victory against Team Tidebound, solidified their position at the top of their group. The Fisher Universe tournament features a substantial $250,000 prize pool and commenced with a round-robin group stage. This initial phase involves 2 groups, each comprising 5 teams, competing in best-of-2 matches. The top-ranked team from each group automatically advances to the upper bracket final, while the second and third-place teams proceed to the playoffs' lower bracket. Teams failing to secure a top 3 position in their group are eliminated from the competition. The playoffs, scheduled for Saturday and Sunday, will adopt a double elimination bracket format. All playoff matches, with the exception of the grand final, will be played as best-of-3 series. The grand final itself will be a best-of-5 showdown, promising an epic conclusion to the tournament. In their dominant performance against Bet Boom Team, Team Spirit secured victories in 2 separate matches, lasting 53 minutes and 42 minutes respectively, both played on the green map. Ilya Yatoro Mulyarchuk, a key player for Team Spirit hailing from Ukraine, was a standout performer, averaging an impressive kills-deaths-assists, KDA ratio of 14.525110, showcasing his significant impact on the team's success. Meanwhile, Team Falcons secured the second position in Group A by defeating Gaiman Gladiators with a 2-0 scoreline. Their victories included a 39-minute win on the green map and a remarkably swift 13-minute victory on the red map. In the latter match, Gaiman Gladiators managed only a single kill, while Oliver Skyder Lepko of Slovakia, representing Team Falcons, delivered a stellar performance with an 804 KDA. Gaiman Gladiators were the only team to play twice on Thursday, concluding their day on a more positive note with a 2-0 sweep against AVULUS, winning in 33 minutes on red and 32 minutes on green. In Group B, Team Liquid's path to the upper bracket final saw them defeat Team Tidebound in matches lasting 44 minutes on green and 38 minutes on red. Michael Mick, VU from Sweden, was instrumental in Liquid's success, averaging a KDA of 12.2590. The competition for the second and third positions in Group B is expected to be fierce, with PARIVSION, Aurora Gaming, and Team Tidebound vying for advancement. PARIVSION secured a 2-0 victory over Virtus.pro, with matches lasting 47 minutes on red and 34 minutes on green. Virtus.pro, having suffered 3 losses in as many matches, has been eliminated from playoff contention. The group stage is set to conclude on Friday with 3 pivotal matches: AVULUS versus Bet Boom Team in Group A and Aurora Gaming versus Virtus.pro, along with Team Tidebound versus PARIVSION in Group B. These matches will determine the final standings and playoff seeding. Group A standings showcase Team Spirit at the top with a 4-0-0 match record and an 8-0 map record, followed by Team Falcons, 3-0-1, 6-2, Bet Boom Team, 1-0-2, 2-4, Gaiman Gladiators, 00204 and AVULUS 00306. Group B standings are led by Team Liquid 31071, followed by PARIVISION 12042, Aurora Gaming 11133, Team Tidebound 10224, and Virtus.pro 00306. The prize pool distribution is as follows: $125,000 for first place, $60,000 for second, $30,000 for third, $15,000 for fourth, and $10,000 for fifth and sixth place. Audience impact. Fans are keenly following the Fisher Universe tournament, with discussions focusing on Team Spirit's dominant performance and the intense competition for playoff spots. Many are anticipating the upper bracket final between Team Spirit and Team Liquid. From the battlefields of Dota 2, we're now shifting gears to the high-octane world of virtual motorsport. Get ready for an update on a major global esports championship. FIA F4 Esports Championship gears up for Global Showdown. This October, the FIA F4 Global Esports Championship, presented by MOZA, is set to return, bringing together 30 of the world's top-ranked regional sim racing competitors for an intense, four-event, eight-round season. With a substantial $35,000 prize pool on the line, drivers will face a rigorous challenge that emphasizes adaptability and skill. The championship format mirrors that of its inaugural season, featuring track selections announced just 24 hours before each race. This tight turnaround forces drivers to quickly master new circuits, testing their ability to adapt on the fly. Furthermore, all competitors will utilize fixed setups, ensuring a level playing field where raw talent and driving prowess are the deciding factors, rather than car tuning advantages. Last season's championship saw the United Kingdom's Luke McKeown, representing the European region, clinch the title. He triumphed over two Spanish competitors, Alejandro Sanchez and Aaron Vasquez, who also hailed from Europe. Nicolás Rubeler from Chile achieved the highest standing among drivers from the Americas region, while Alejandro Sendra of Japan led all competitors from the Asia-Pacific region. Week 9 of iRacing's 2025 Season 3 recently concluded, with each respective region competing at geographically relevant venues. While iRacing members can participate in any regional race regardless of their location, eligibility for the championship series requires official regional identification through a passport or ID card. The Americas region competed at Barber Motorsports Park, the Asia-Pacific region took on Fuji International Speedway, and the Europe region battled at Donington Park. The European region once again hosted the race with the highest strength of field, SOF, indicating the highest concentration of skilled drivers. The Asia-Pacific region, however, proved to be the most popular, drawing the largest number of participants through Week 9. In the Americas region, over 1,100 iRacing members registered for events at Barber. Xander Reed from the United States achieved the highest SOF race score for the week, accumulating 279 points. Reed now holds a commanding 141-point lead in the overall standings over former leader Felipe Cabrera Loyola of Chile. Australia's Sashin Smith Way demonstrated remarkable consistency, participating in 22 Americas region races and securing 16 victories, the most by any driver in that region during the week. For the Asia-Pacific region, more than 1,900 iRacing members competed at Fuji Speedway. Japan's Shoma Shintani won the week's SOF race, earning 276 points, and has reclaimed the top spot in the overall standings, holding a 31-point lead over Australia's Cody Death. Mizuki Narahara from Japan showed exceptional form at Fuji, winning 19 out of 39 attempts, the highest win rate in the region for the week. The Europe region saw nearly 1,600 members compete at Donington Park. Ramai Gilbert from the UK secured the victory in the region's SOF race, collecting 296 points. Dan Ammer, also from the UK, maintains his lead in the overall standings as the season progresses into its final quarter. Belle Wells, known online as Storm Melina, set a record by competing 109 times at Donington Park last week. While not achieving the highest win percentage, she won 17 races, the most of any driver in the Europe region during the week. Audience impact. sim racing enthusiasts are actively discussing the upcoming FIA F4 Esports Global Championship, with particular attention on the regional performance data and the drivers to watch. The emphasis on fixed setups and short-notice track selections is generating excitement for the unpredictable nature of the competition. That wraps up our look at the world of esports and competitive gaming. Now, let's quickly recap the biggest stories of the day. And that's a wrap on today's news. We saw the massive rise of esports, Marvel Rivals explaining its matchmaking, team spirit dominating in Dota 2, and the FIA F4 Esports Championship getting ready for its global event. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Xbox Central for more gaming news, ring the notification bell so you never miss a video, and let us know in the comments which story you found most exciting. You can also follow us on all our social media channels for even more content. Thanks for watching.